Finally, Devon Larratt got a chance to talk with Artyom Morozov and ask him who told him to make those social media posts mocking the Legacy Hammer. And they both were asked why didn't their super match happen? What were the forces stopping that match from happening? Full interview link will be in the description. So first of all, the best news here is that Devon and Morozov have kind of made up. If they had any kind of small beef whatsoever, it is gone now. So Morozov told Devon that he likes the Legacy Hammer, he respects the idea of it being passed from one champion to another, and once he gets the hammer from Dennis, he will respect it and he will honor the legacy behind it. If he loses that to Vitaly or someone, he will pass it on to that guy. But he also mentioned that Devon crosses the line too much sometimes, and that's what caused Morozov's reaction on social media. Devon told Morozov that even if he crossed some kind of line while fighting for the hammer, he didn't do it for himself. He was doing it for Artyom Morozov because that is who Devon believes is the rightful owner of the Legacy Hammer as of now. Devon even told Artyom that he can write East versus West on the Legacy Hammer if he wants. I somehow don't find it a suitable, a viable option for the Legacy Hammer. Devon always keeps on mentioning that the owner of the hammer can do whatever he wants. So what if that guy decides to remove Devon's name from it? Like he did whatever he wanted. So I think there should be some kind of rules around it. Like too many altercations would also kind of ruin the concept. Yes, Michael did a great job with that, and writing East versus West on it is definitely not a good idea. Not as good as removing WL from it. That must be done right now. Then they talked a lot about the Denis Siplenkov situation. First of all, Morozov said that maybe Denis understood it as he can do whatever he wants with the hammer, so that also means that he can get to keep it with himself. But then Devon clarified, he even showed the private messages that he sent to Siplenkov, showing that he knew very well what he's supposed to do with the hammer if he cannot compete. Morozov said that he is not sure to comment on the question whether Denis did the right thing to hold on to the hammer or not, because he's not deep into that conversation. To me, that's kind of a 180-degree turn from Morozov, because he was making those social media posts almost claiming to be knowing everything about this situation, and now he's saying that he's not deep into the conversation. Devon gave an offer to Denis Siplenkov on the interview. He said that he will fight Petrenko on the right arm while weighing 105 kilos, and despite being that light, despite already being tired from that match, still, even on that day, he can defeat Denis Siplenkov on the left arm. Denis can show up at whatever weight he wants. Still, it wouldn't be a close match. And as soon as Devon defeats Denis, he wouldn't even accept the hammer himself. He wouldn't write his own name on it one more time. He will just hand it over to Artyom Morozov right then and there. Or Denis always has the option to just hand it over to Morozov straight away. But the first option is what Devon is definitely leaning towards. Devon said that he knows he's going to be face to face with Denis at East versus West 15, and he's not going to be nice with him. He's not going to be cool with him. He's going to talk a lot of shit. He's going to poke him and see how Denis reacts to that situation. After that, Devon will call him on the table. He will call him out names to arm wrestle then and there on the left arm. And then he'll see how Denis reacts to that as well. So situation can get nasty there. It will be interesting to see. But for one final time, Devon made it absolutely clear that right now, Devon thinks that he would rather have Denis as his enemy than a friend, as his competitor than a friend. And then Devon confronted Artyom Morozov. He asked him, if you respect the hammer so much as you just mentioned, then who told you to write those social media posts degrading the Legacy Hammer? Obviously, he was hinting towards Engin Terzi. Devon even mentioned that he doesn't even need to know realistically because he already knows, but still he would like to hear it from Artyom Morozov's mouth. Morozov did not say that anyone told him to write those posts. He said that he also thought, just like Devon, that it would be good to just hype up this situation, to talk some trash about it on the social media. Devon said that he shouldn't have done that because this situation is kind of opposite of what he's telling him right now, that he respects the Legacy Hammer. And to this, Morozov had the perfect answer. I was not expecting that from Artyom Morozov. He said that you also do the same, Devon. You just said that you respect Dennis a lot, but you also degrade him online. And then you bring up the hammer by degrading Denis Siblenkov. Then how can you say that supporting Dennis by degrading the legacy hammer is not the right way? Because you also do similar things. But still, regardless of that, Morozov said that if Devon wants an apology from him to degrade the legacy hammer, he can do that. I think that topic should be over right then and there. I was not expecting such a friendly gesture from Artyom Morozov. He's ready to back off a step to settle this thing once and for all, and I think they did that. But still, the interviewer asked Devon if the gauntlet that Engin Terzi posted online was a way to mock the legacy hammer, or at least to divert some attention away from it. Devon said that he'll not talk about this too much because sometimes he's like a dog. If you throw a bone to him, he'll shut up. If you offer him a pay, he will shut up. He will not speak about certain things. And finally, the main question: why didn't Devon and Artyom Morozov arm wrestle at King of the Table? Why did Kamil Jablonski get that opportunity despite everyone being in favor of the Devon Larratt super match? So Morozov said that it didn't make too much sense for him to pull Devon because Devon was preparing for a 105 kg match. And in his mind, he still believes that despite that, he needs some more time to be ready for Devon Larratt. Devon said that he thinks it would have been a really close match. Maybe Morozov would have beaten him, but definitely not without a good fight. Why didn't happen? Devon said it's a bit complicated. Obviously, once again hinting towards Engin Terzi himself. So it's good that these two have settled their small issue, because Devon once posted that he's done with Artyom Morozov or this legacy hammer topic. But right now, they both are good. And let's see when Morozov actually becomes ready to arm wrestle and defeat Devon Larratt, because I always think that for guys like Hermes Gasparini, Artyom Morozov, who couldn't beat Devon as of now, the situation is pretty bad because they're losing to Devon now, or they will lose to Devon now in Artyom Morozov's case, but they need to beat him as soon as possible, because if they do that 3 years from now, everyone is going to say that Devon is old now. In his prime, he would have never lost to Hermes Gasparini, he would have never lost to Artyom Morozov. So let's see when Morozov is able to figure that out. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.